the Doobie here went out and actually got hats done up.
No, I made those.
Yeah, no, you done them up, but you
I
got
did
the
them up.
hats
I did them up.
for like nothing, pretty much.
Well, see, I'm a thrifty shopper, so sorry, I'm like poking myself in the eye. I had purchased the hats the end of season last year, so
Okay.
I got them for like next to nothing.
That's the best way to buy Christmas stuff, right?
Absolutely.
Like on Boxing Day, you should be buying Christmas stuff.
So this is one thing that I keep telling all my friends know, that I don't care about celebrating the event on the day that everybody else celebrates it. I don't care if we do Valentine's Day on the 14th, Christmas on the 25th. I think it's actually better to bump it a week after. Because if you bump it, like you're saying, you get all the deals. And I'm sorry, but Christmas costs a lot of money. So why not save some money and get some deals?
I used to think Christmas costs a lot of money. Until I realized that I actually don't need to spend as much. You know what? It's one of those examples of how culture controls us, and then we get mad. So it's like Christmas is coming, and people are just like, "Oh man, I'm gonna go into debt. It's gonna be so expensive." And it's like, wait, hold on 1 second. Nobody's making you do this, and yet people feel compelled.
Well, there's a borderline like guilt. There's a guilt placed upon you if you don't give. And you know, I'm a giver. I'm a huge giver, but I don't, like I said, I don't wait for a holiday to give. Right. I give all year round. I see something and I think of somebody and I'll buy it for them and I'll give it to them. I'm not going to wait till Christmas. So I kind of feel like that should exempt me from giving people Christmas presents, because at least then I spread it out over 12 months. This is the problem with Christmas. Where's the extra money come from?
I like that plan a lot. I actually
you get lots of presents, don't you?
Well, yes.
But they're things you need.
Here's the thing: people who think kind of like you but don't go full in are kind of like, okay, I'm going to get a lot of gifts, and hand them out throughout the year, or
maybe I'm going to keeping them.
Or I'm going to start buying the gifts and keep them till Christmas.
Yeah. Except what if you bought clothing for somebody
and then work.
They waited 7 months and it sat in your closet, and now like I bought clothing for my niece and now she's too big for it.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. I'll tell you why it doesn't work for most people is because it's not about the buying of the gifts. It's about buying of the gifts in the season. There's something about the hustle and the bustle, because I know somebody who buys the gifts throughout the year and then still loads up at Christmas because there's
is it the music?
I think it's the music, the atmosphere. Some people like, I love Christmas. I used to dress up as Santa Claus every Christmas Eve, travel around to friends, some of them who were hours away. My sister and I made it as Christmas Eve tradition.
Your presents was your presents.
Yeah, I would call and organize. We'd have like a list of we'd add somebody new every year and surprise them. So we would have my sister was like my elf navigator. So I would be all dressed up in Santa Claus. We would leave at 6 in the evening on Christmas Eve. I'd have a list of the list got to maybe 20 friends and people who were hours away in some cases. And we would schedule them. I'd map them all, and everybody knew that I might not get there when I said, but I will give you a heads up of how the travels are going. And
I'll stop at a payphone.
Well, we had the cell phones. I'm not that old.
I thought it was the 80s. I just
No, I was. Let's see. I would have already been in my 20s.
Okay.
Maybe 18, 19, maybe.
Okay.
And so I was. So I would drive around, and then every once in a while there'd be the surprise, and we showed up. We showed up at one of my sister's friends. Showed up at 2 in the morning because we had pushed everything back, and they did not know we were coming. We knocked on the door, and the mom came to the door. Was so excited. I'm standing there in the Santa Claus outfit, so excited, great surprise.
2 in the morning.
My sister's friend comes to the door, this is awesome. And then they said they called for the father to come out.
Oh,
and
wonderful.
The father said,
in his underwear? Did he come in his underwear?
The father yells this: "Do I need to put on pants?"
See, I knew that was a father thing.
And look, that person is a man after my own heart. I was in my head, I'm like, don't put on the pants. Like, I hate pants. I'll take off my pants now and we can all chill.
We can have a pantsless party,
But the
like
fact
in Harold
that
and Kumar.
the fact that they were up and still moving and excited to see us at 2 a.m. But so I love Christmas. I love the energy of it. But I long ago stopped mentally and emotionally being connected to the need for gifts or the need to buy gifts. And look, if anybody out there is offended because I didn't buy you a gift, then maybe we need to question relationships and relationship levels. Like,
you know, if anybody should be offended, it should be me. Just saying.
well, you're not getting anything this year.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. But that's okay because I get things from you the entire year.
24/7.
Yeah. So
And
and that's the way I feel people should live their lives. Don't wait for that special holiday. Like, don't wait till New Year's to make
there's
resolutions.
so much pressure. And then people spend all that money. They spend the extra money.
Or
that
money they don't
They
have.
didn't budget for it. They go out there all out. And look, when I grew up, I feel bad. I shouldn't feel bad because it wasn't my fault. My parents make their own decisions. But every year we used to get like a big gift. Like I got my G.I. Joe aircraft carrier, which I still have at the house. I think it was like $99.99. And back then in the 80s, like that was a big Christmas gift.
Mm-hmm.
And every year we kind of got that one big gift that we wanted. And
yeah, you were pretty spoiled. I'm just going to say you're pretty spoiled.
Look, my parents were very, very generous, very good to us. We didn't get everything we wanted, but there was always kind of that one real special gift, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to do that with my kids as well. And then as everyone got older, though, I got less and less the whole. It's not even materialism. I like buying things. I think people should be making things. I'm not against that. But I'm a minimalist in my own life. So when people say, what do you want for Christmas? My answer is genuinely, I don't know, cash.
Which you're going to spend on necessities.
In this particular case, it's to give me groceries to get through the winter months here.
You know, I asked for a gas card or a Walmart gift card because I figured those I could use, like you said, for necessities, for food, for...
Cannabis.
No, not at Walmart. Yes.
You don't have a cannabis gift card? Somebody should look into that.
You know, I'm sure some of the stores might have them.
It's worth looking into.